Okay, so if you're joining us for the first time, this is PU Prime. My name is Rotimi Olawale. I'm your analyst. And today we're having a live trading session for NFP. Now, NFP stands for non-farm payroll and is the biggest news in the forex market because it measures the rate of employment in the United States. Usually, this data is released the first Friday of every month. But in the last couple of months, this it's not really been the first Friday anymore. There's been some issues with the United States government. So, this time around, we're having it the second week. But then, hopefully, with time, we'll go back to the first Friday of the month. And don't forget also, this Friday, we're going to have CPI live trading session. Now, we trade two live events in AF at PO Prime every month, NFP and CPI. NFP the first week, CPI the second week. But this time around, we're having both the NFP and the CPI same week. So we're having NFP today, and on Friday, which is just 2 days from now, we're going to be having the CPI also. But today is for NFP, so let's focus on NFP. So we'll go straight to forexfactory.com. That's the website where we get our data from, and I believe that is what you are seeing on your screen, because that's what I have right here. All right, so on Forex Factory, you can see today is Wednesday, February 11. The time when the data will be released is 2:30 p.m. Currently, the time is 2:09 p.m. So we are 21 minutes away from the release of the data. Now we're having three events: average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. Now let's look at what each of these events is all about. So the average hourly earnings stands for change in the price businesses pay for labor, excluding the farming industry. In the United States, people pay for labor per hour. People earn per hour. Minimum wage over there is $10 per hour. So this data is going to be measuring, the number of people who get paid a certain amount for a period, per hour, maybe 10, 20, $50 per hour like that. Now, the usual effect is actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. So we have the forecast at 0.3%. We are expecting the actual. So if the actual comes out greater than the forecast, then we'll be expecting a bullish movement on the dollar. Now, this is what I mean. The forecast is here, 0.3%. So if the actual is greater than 0.3%, we'll be expecting a bullish dollar. But then if it comes out less, then that means we'll be expecting a bearish movement on the United States dollar. Now, next is the non-farm employment change. And this is a change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Now, the farmers are always excluded from this data. So it measures the number of people that are employed. So we want to know whether more people were employed, in the previous month, which is now in the real sense, employment is a major economic indicator because if there's employment, it shows the economy is growing. And if the employment drops, it means something is wrong. It means the economy is really suffering. So this data is very important for the United States government. And finally, we have the unemployment rate. This is the percentage of the total workforce that is unemployed and actively seeking employment during the previous month. So these are people that don't have job at all, but they are actively seeking. And now, how do people seek actively for employment? By, you know, probably filling out dropping their CVs in different places, online, offline, to look for employment. So this data is going to measure the data of those who are unemployed and actively seeking employment. So in all of this, by 2:30 p.m., we're going to know the actual. If the actual for all events comes out greater than the forecast, the color will be in green, as I've indicated above, and that will lead to a massive bullish movement on the US dollar. Now, if on the other hand, the data comes out bad for the dollar, it's going to come out in color red, and that will lead to a bearish movement, in the dollar. Now, it's also possible that this data may come out, to conflict against one another. Some may be green, some may be red. And that means we could end up with a spike in the market where price could go, in a zigzag manner. These are all possible scenarios that could come up, from the release of this data. We may also have a scenario where maybe one or two is green and the third one could be black. Now, usually when actual is greater than forecast, we see that the currency could go bullish. If less than, bearish. But then there are instances where the actual could be equal to the forecast, and that could be represented with the color black, according to Forex Factory. Now, if you have a scenario where the maybe some green and one black, the market will still go, the currency will still go bullish, but then will not be as bullish, as volatile as when everything comes out in the green color or bullish direction. The same thing if we have some red and maybe one black, it's going to reduce the volatility in the bearish direction. So I want you to take note of all these possible scenarios that could come up when this data is released. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go over now to the chart for us to look at what the chart is saying so that we can analyze the chart. Now, if you observe, we're starting 2 p.m. now because we got feedback from some of our clients that earlier on, when we used to start by 2:15, that everything used to be in a rush towards the release of the data. So we have more time now to analyze and to give you our outlook, as regards every one of the steps we're going to take for this particular live trading session. So I'm on my chart now, and I want to analyze analyze the dollar index. Now, this is the dollar index on the weekly time frame, and for some time now, price has been in an overall bullish sentiment. What do I mean? Price has been trading, or price rather, at some points, precisely 2 weeks ago, closed as a rejection candle on a support zone on the weekly time frame. Technically, this should give us a massive bullish breakout. But then the first week, there was a slight bullish movement. Last week we saw more of a bearish movement. Oh, pardon me, rather. Last week, rather, we saw some bullish movement. And this week, which is just, Monday till yesterday and today, we've seen some bearish movement on the dollar. But that doesn't change the fact that overall, the bullish sentiment is what we should be looking out for on the US dollar, because price hit a major support zone on the dollar index. Now, with that being said, I'll be looking closely at the USD CHF. Now, this is the USD CHF. And looking at the USD CHF also on the weekly time frame, we can see that price has been making a series of lower lows for quite some weeks also now. Lower low, and 2 weeks ago also a lower low. So technically, we should be looking for an overall bullish sentiment also on the US dollar. And also coupled with the fact that the US dollar also closed as a very sharp rejection candle 2 weeks ago. Last week was bullish, but then from the beginning of this week, we've seen some bearish sentiment. But then overall, we still have an overall bullish outlook on the dollar. And if we take that to the 4-hour time frame, we can see on the 4-hour that the price for this week is also touching that trend line from the weekly time frame. And a further review down to 1 hour is showing us an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which may likely trigger price to the upside if the actual comes out greater than the forecast. Now, I want you to know that we're only analyzing the data, is the actual that will determine the direction. But from our experience doing this, we follow the long-term trend from the higher time frames, and it has worked over time. So we hold on to the bullish sentiment. Now, that does not change the fact that right from Monday till today, we've seen more of bearish movement on the US dollar, at least from the dollar index side of it. We've seen price, drop sharply. But then even just looking at the dollar index, you can see that even the current daily candle is forming a rejection candle, trying to test the tip of the resistance level on the daily time frame. So overall, we are looking at the possibility of the dollar going bullish. That is the data coming out good for the dollar. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to flip over now to my signal and give you the signal that I have for this live trading session. Now, I want you to do this as fast as possible. Yes, we still have a lot of time, but then make sure you do this as fast as possible. All right, so I'm sharing with you now on my screen my signal for NFP. This is February NFP 2026. Now we're going to be looking at a buy stop order on the USD CHF and also a buy stop order on the GBP USD. So USD CHF, you can see right on the screen, we have a buy stop at 0.76868 and take profit one at 0.77100, TP2 at 0.77258, and stop loss at 0.76558. And for the GBP USD, you have entry price at the buy stop order of 1.36953, TP1 at 1.37125, TP2 at 1.37297, and stop loss at 1.36651. All right, so go ahead, take the signal now, get your phones, go to your trading account and put this on, because by 2:30 the data is going to be released and we're going to see volatility in the market. Now, I also want you to know that regardless of the direction the data comes out, we got you covered with our strategy at PU Prime. Either way the market goes, we're covered. And that's why we have a buy stop order for the two setup. So go ahead now and put in the signal. Now, I'll be posting the signal now. I'll drop it in the comment section. Okay, John is asking, what do you mean by buy stop? I believe John will be a beginner trader. Sorry, there's no time to start going into all that now. Maybe you might need to attend our beginner class so that you know how to place an order. So what I will encourage you to do, just watch as we take this trades, see it go in our direction. That gives you confidence that this works, so that next time we're going to take another live session, you can trade live with us. And if you happen to be in Abuja or Lagos, I'll encourage you to go to our physical office to get trained. Otherwise, you can also join our online classes. Now, there's NFP this afternoon, which we're on live right now, but by 4 p.m., we're still going to be having a live, we're going to have our online class. And I encourage you, if you have not gotten any training in Forex, I encourage you to also join the online session by 4 p.m. this afternoon. Okay, so go ahead now. I'm posting the signal now to the comment section. And for those who are on the 5X group, I'll also try to post it there likewise. So we have 11 minutes to the release of the data. I just dropped the signal now to both, both signal rather, to the comment section. Now I'll try to drop it in the 5X group. Now, please take note. Some people do something during this kind of period. They only take the USD CHF trade and leave the GBP USD. I encourage you to take both. Take both, punch both into your account. On your MT4, MT5. And please don't take unnecessary risk. Practice risk management. Very, very important. Practice risk management. Trade the lot size that is, applicable to your account size. Very, very important. All right, so I'm going to be posting right now to the 5X. So you're on 5X group. In a couple of minutes, you should be able to get the signal from us on the 5X group. Okay, it's exactly 2:20 p.m., so we are 10 minutes away from the release of the data. So I'm posting on 5X. Okay, so the signal is live on 5X group. Go ahead, pick it there. Or you can go ahead on the one on this. The one on the screen is also valid. We're 9 minutes away. Don't forget, practice risk management. Check the data you're punching. Check that the data is correct. Check the entry price correctly. Check the stop loss. Check the take profit. Be sure you are typing the correct information. So we still have the signal posted on the screen. So for the benefit of those who just joined us, we are trading NFP live. Okay, Ayokunle Kofi. Well done, sir. Please, I'm new on the platform and I wish to know how to place the signal. I'm so sorry, this is not the time to do that. Probably you can reach out to your account manager or someone to guide you. But then next time we're having live session like this, I believe you should be able to join us because we have online training session which you can join. And we also have recorded sessions for our beginners class, which I can send to you if you reach out to me after this session. It can guide you into doing that. We are doing live trading now, so I can't be guiding you on how to do that. So sorry about that. But then I hope you can get to know how to do that before the next session. Don't forget, this Friday we're having CPI. So get to know how to do it the fourth Friday so that you can trade live with us when we have CPI, just 2 days away from now. So today, I encourage you to just sit and watch how we do it so that by Friday, you know how to do it by yourself by the time you learn how to take the place of trade all by yourself. All right, we have 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go. If your account is not funded, you can still fund now. We still have 7 minutes. You can still fund very fast. Our funding is very, very fast, super fast. You can fund your account because we're not joking here, we're making real money. So it's not. All right, can you hear me, please? Can you hear me? All right. Okay, thank you, Henry, for the feedback. We are 6 minutes away. I think we've had enough time to copy the signal. We're 40 on this call. Okay, we just hit 41. All right, 5 minutes to go. Okay, we have 4 minutes to go. I'll be switching over to the chat very soon. Okay, I'm switching over to the screen. All right, I believe everybody has copied the signal. We have placed a pending order. Yeah, that's a good one. Ajayi Kayode Amos. Good one there. So let's wait and see how the market goes. Three minutes to go. If you're just joining or just go to the comment section, we have the signal there. I've dropped it on the 5S group also. If you're part of the 5S group, that's our signal group. I'll pull up the signal again for those who joined late. I'm seeing a new set of people joining us now. But then that would just be for like a minute because I have to get back to the screen. All right, so that's the signal again there for you, for those who just joined us. Now I want you to copy this as soon as possible. We have just 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. It's 2:28 p.m. now. Okay, I think at this point I need to get back to the chat because the data will be released very, very soon. All right. We have less than a minute to go. Exactly 1 minute to go. 50 seconds to go. 40 seconds to go. 20 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whoa! Entry it. TP1 hit. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now move your stop loss on TP2. Move it to entry. Let's lock in. Let's lock in. It's still going. It's going. It's going. USD CHF is running, is running, is running. TP1 already hit. Move your stop loss to entry. Stop loss for TP2. TP1 is already out. So we're in profit already. We hit that. All right. Getting close. Getting close. TP2 hit. That's it. Our TP1 and TP2 has been hit. I tell you, this is PU Prime. We do it right at PU Prime. Anytime, any day. I told you we got you covered. TP1 hit at, let me check now. TP1 hit at about 22 pips. TP2, 38 pips. Now, depending on your lot size, you know that's a lot of money. So I want you to do something right now. Go ahead and post your result. You made money from this trade. Go ahead and start posting your results. You know, get a screenshot and post. Anybody posting, you made money on this call. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Don't keep me waiting now. Now, for the person asking that he doesn't know how to play straight, now you've seen how this works. Join us. Join us again on Friday. We're doing another one live, just like this. Yes, the idea is not for both of them to go in the same direction. That's why I say you should take the two signals. It's only one. I'm responding to Ajayi Kayode. It's only one that we want to get triggered. That's it. So either way the market goes, the one that when the other opposite side did not get triggered. So that's, we don't need that. It's the USD that went our way. Yes, now close USD CHF. You don't have any business with it. I mean, close the GPUSD rather. You don't have any business with it. Our trade is the USD CHF. Yeah, close the GBP USD. I'm waiting for testimonials. You made money. Post it. Let's see. We told you we're doing it live here. We're making money live. You can see that was an accurate signal. It went exactly. I said we're bullish on the dollar, and that's exactly how the market went. See, we'll be doing this. I keep telling people we have more than 80% win rate at PU Prime, trading live trading session. You can't get that anywhere else. It's only PU Prime that does that. And that's why if you're on the call today, you don't have an account with PU Prime, go ahead and open a live trading account. Not only that, fund ahead on Friday. We are having CPI. We're having live CPI session on Friday. We're doing this again on Friday. Don't sit on the fence. Don't sit on the fence on Friday. We're making money like this again on Friday. So if you don't have funds in your account, go and fund your account now so that you can trade live with us on Friday and make money with us. All right, we're going to be rounding up at this point. Okay, somebody just posted here. Let me see. Dauda. Okay, that's a good one. 0.01. It's about about $6. $6 is good money. That's a good one, Dauda. Another person. Sent account or standard. That depends on the amount you're funding. If you want to send account, that means you're funding less, small amount. But then why not go for a standard account? Fund $300, $500, $1,000 or $10,000. But then just fund according to your what you have the capacity to do. Thank you, Mr. Dauda. Okay, Joshua Corey makes $7 US. That's good. But you know, with a bigger account, that could have been the $70 or $700. So that's why you need to fund big. When we're trading news, you need to have a reasonable account so that I can make good amount of profit. In Kiruka, Agoa, I didn't join early. Will have joined. Okay. If you miss this one, don't miss Friday. Yes, let's go Friday. Thanks for that, in Kiruka. Don't miss Friday. Join us early. We'll start 2 p.m. again like today so that we have enough time to analyze. Everybody will have enough time to settle down, take the signal, and we'll wait for the release of the data. All right. So don't forget, by 4 p.m. today, we have online training class. Join. See, in Forex trading, you cannot, learning is not, you can't exhaust it. You need to keep learning. So join by 4 p.m. today. We have a wonderful training session to teach you again on how to trade. So make sure I see you by 4 p.m. And we have physical training session Tuesdays and Thursdays at both Abuja and Lagos office of PU Prime. And we have online training sessions Mondays and Wednesdays by 4 p.m. Physical sessions Tuesdays and Thursdays by 11 a.m. All right, I'm signing out here. Take care. See you on Friday again by 2 p.m. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Bye.
You're
Have a
welcome,
nice
ma.
day.
You too, ma.
Right.
You don't understand the strategy using. It's other sides. All of them. I know now. I get. See, this guy that's just. You have made money now. There's money like. Thank you. You made money. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.